Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I got the fuel tank out of the square body. If you see my last video, I got out here, I went to go for a test drive and my fuel pump crapped out on me. So I went through and I've got a new fuel pump, and the one that I looked and found that I think I want to try out and it should work is this Quantum Fuel Systems LS swap fuel pump for the square body Chevy trucks. And it's a direct drop in. It's made just like the sending unit would on a carbureted truck or like a TBI fuel injected truck, but it has a high pressure or a higher flow fuel pump made for fuel injection. So in the whole kit, so it comes with the sending unit, the pump, float, this plug-in. It's got your sending unit wire and your fuel pump wire and a ground. The only thing, it does have AN fittings on it, but these are the ones that didn't come with these. I've just got them stuck on there so I don't forget which one goes where. But this is how it comes when you get it out of the box. And then it does not come with a plug-in for your truck side. So what I had to do was source a plug that will plug directly into this that you can make a wiring harness for, and that is this plug. It is a 2-prong male pin, and it's a Dorman. It's a technician plug, 2-terminal technician plug is what they call it. And I had a kind of a hard time finding it, but the part number is 85391. So if you go with something like this and you need a plug-in for it, not sure what to get, this will work for this particular fuel pump. I don't know if anybody else makes these style. This is one that I found and it was fairly cheap. And like I said, it comes with the sending unit, pump. It comes with an extra plug-in. If you ever need to change the pump out, it comes with an extra plug for it. Comes with some zip ties for the wiring harness, a couple of fuel injection clamps, and a new piece of rubber hose that goes from your pump on the pickup hose. So, and it comes with a O-ring for the top of the tank and a lock ring. So I've already went through, dropped the tank on it, you know, nothing too fancy on a saddle tank for a square body, just 8 bolts, mine's got 7. I did go ahead and take a battery and hook to the ground and then test the power wire to see which wire run the pump. On these Quantums, the gray wire runs your fuel pump, and your purple wire is your signal wire or your power wire for your fuel gauge. And then, like I said, you have a ground. So I'm going to drop this in, tighten up the fittings. We're going to throw it in the truck and see how it does, see if I got enough fuel pressure. It should give me enough fuel pressure. I'm wanting to say that on their website it has a flow chart. I think this pump here is a 300 LPH, so that should give us, I'm wanting to say the pump I had on before that was running, it was running about the same. I think it was a 300 LPH too. I'm not for sure in liters, but this should do what we need to do. So I'm going to drop this in the tank real quick, and then we're going to roll under, extend our wires out, stick it in the truck, and throw some power to it and see if we got any leaks and see if it builds up the pressure that we need to run the system. Whenever you go to set this in, you got to squeeze the return line and the pickup line just a little bit to get everything to slide by and clear. It's a snug fit. Now all we got to do is just knock our lock ring around, tighten up the fittings, and we should be good to go. pump everything in, all the lines and all hooked up, clamps tight, ground should be good and tight, should have a good ground on the frame. So now I'm going to key on. We're going to see if we get good fuel pressure and see if the fuel gauge works, which I don't think there's enough fuel in the tank. Actually, the gauge probably won't even read anything. So we'll just see if the fuel pump works and if we have good fuel pressure. And that's the main thing right now, so fingers crossed. Right, sound like it was priming. Looks like it's falling a little bit, but I'm going to go back and see what the pressure maxed out on, and hopefully that was everything we need. The fuel gauge does work. It comes up and then it starts to drop back down kind of slow. That's what I was waiting on, that long pause in between the first key on, key off, and back on. I was wanting to leave the key on to see if the fuel gauge come down to empty, which it should be reading dead empty. I'm going to do one more fire up. I put some more gas in it. It should put about 5 gallons of fuel in it. It might have had 2-3 gallons in it at most. The fuel pressure is not dropping off, which I did notice on that other, when I was running that other El Cheapo fuel pump, the fuel pressure would bleed off to 0 after just a few seconds. So I don't know if something was wrong, something was going on with that pump right out of the box or not. That's kind of weird, but this one seems to be holding pressure. It did back off just a little bit, but like I do have some kind of a little bit of an oil leak up here front. Nothing bad. But anyway, I'm going to hit the key on it one more time and see if it builds up fuel pressure. And I'm looking for around, I think I have this set at 55 or 60 PSI. So maybe we can get that out of it. So I went back and looked. This thing is maxing out the fuel pressure where I have it set at. It is pushing 55 PSI, which is where I had the regulator set. So I also checked, I don't have any fuel leaks. So next thing, I'm kind of out of time today. I need to go get some more wire loom to cover up the wiring. I need to get me some P-clips and stuff and mount my fuel lines a little bit better. They're just kind of dangling back there right now. So I got to go get a few things. I don't want to drive it like that because everything's laying down on top of the exhaust right now. But all in all, seems to be giving the PSI that I need. Next video on this truck, I'm going to finish up doing the wire looming, tidying up the wires and everything, taking it out again on another longer test drive. Hopefully this one goes a little bit better. And then I'm going to start driving this thing more every day. I used to drive it every day and I miss driving it now. So I haven't got hardly any miles on it since I got the big block entered, really since I got the whole truck put back together and on the road. So I'm getting tired of paying insurance on it and not getting to drive it. So, but anyway, all in all, like I said, I'm out of time for today. But next video, tomorrow, I'm going to pick up a new truck, and that's going to be my next little tinker toy. So it's going to be on the show. I think everybody will like it too. It's old truck. It's older than this one, a couple years, but it's a Ford. It's going to be the first ever Ford I've ever owned, so I hope it don't make me hate it. So, but thanks guys for watching. Tune in next time.